gonna lie, man. Like, I do find Black Clover very enjoyable. Black Clover is probably one of those shows that I'll definitely say it's a big okay in my book. Like, because at the end of the day, it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, yo, Black Clover. I don't know, like, just it's just so it's a fun series. I would definitely I can't argue. Like, I do have my fun watching Black Clover, and just from this recent chapter where it's just like Asta is trying to kind of like tame his inner demon, Lebby, and they're kind of bonding in the sense that like, hey, let's put all this unnecessary animosity between us aside. Even though there wasn't none, there wasn't none like at all. Like there was no animosity at all. Lebby, for the most part, was just trying to play a role of being bad guy for bad guy's sake, and then Asta saw right through that because obviously Lebby just didn't really have it in his heart to really do anything to Asta because it was one of those things where it was just like, like I don't hate you, like our relationship didn't really allow me to like not like you, so like I'm just gonna play a front. But yeah, like this chapter was really cool. The vice captain for the Black Bulls though, he's so mysterious, man. Like I feel like I really do like that about his character though. Like like he's just a bag of mystery that hopefully slowly gets unraveled. The nature of how Black Clover is written though, like I wouldn't be surprised that we will get like a full on backstory of how like him and Yami met, the connection between, because that's always how these things go, right? Like we got it with Vanessa, we got it with Finral, yeah, Finral. We got it with Vanessa. We got it with Finral. Kind of like, honestly, we got it with all the Black Bulls. Just that connection that they eventually make with Yami and stuff like that to kind of lead them to join the squad and stuff. So I kind of want to see how the vice captain, his relationship kind of plays a part into that. Honestly, like it could be a little different too, because I feel like for most part, like everybody that kind of joined the Black Bull in one way or the other kind of just looked at Yami as just like, wow, like this guy, like I don't mind following him off of his personality and the way how he carries himself. Like I don't mind just like following him in his journey. So I thought that was cool for those characters. But for the vice captain, I wouldn't be surprised to do like a completely left turn. Maybe he just hates Yami and he just follows him around because he wants to kill him or something like that. Or maybe like oof. I feel like there's so many possibilities, but I could be here speculating and just throwing theories at you guys for days. Like there's obviously nothing concrete as of yet. We just kind of have to wait to see how things kind of unravel. But yeah, this chapter was pretty dope. So apparently Asta does beat Lebby and stuff like that. So they do make the contract. So Asta is in the situation where he kind of has to solidify like what the contract is going to be for them, and in Asta fashion, like he wants the contract to be, let's be friends. Like I want to be friends with you, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Like that is up the vein of Black Clover. It makes so much sense for this show for that to be the contract, right? Like it's just like, okay, we're gonna be friends, I guess. And they shake hands on it and stuff like that, and they make the contract or whatever. But you know what's crazy though? Like, I really want to know how did that end up working out though. I mean, technically speaking, I really don't know how that, because Lebby's mom, I don't know how could she be Asta's mom, because Lebby, I want to say Lebby has lived for a very very long time, plus she died, so I could say that maybe Asta, like I don't know how that works though. Like that's always been the most confusing thing about me, because like apparently she had a similar disease like Henry, where like people can't be around her because she just like viciously absorbs all the magic out of their body. So like I was just wondering like how would that work, unless she dates a dude that had no magic, kind of like Asta having no magic. But then she died before her time, so she didn't even have time to kind of like cultivate a kid or anything like that. Or was she pregnant before she died? Like I don't know. Like I would definitely say maybe someone within her family or something like that gave birth to Asta or whatever. Or this could be like some sort of weird situation where this is like an incarnation. But like, you know what? I don't want to think too deep on it, but it was just definitely something that was weird, because like the timeline for the things or the events that we saw didn't make sense to why is this lady like Asta's mom. But you know what, like, hey, plot holes will be plot holes, right? Like fuck it, like that was just the biggest thing though. Like, I'm just like, what the heck? Like how did that happen? Like, so, when do you guys have to explain that shit to me? Because like that shit still doesn't make any sense. Like that shit's kind of stupid, in my opinion. Like, just to forcibly give Asta like parents and stuff like that, I thought that's kind of like unnecessary because like sometimes in storytelling, I feel like lineage don't matter, like current events do. And that's why I kind of didn't really care for the backstory of where Asta or Yuno came from. It was kind of one of those things where it was just like the story started off with them not knowing, so like let's just keep that narrative going. Like we don't necessarily need to know where they come from. That's not gonna be anything impactful to the story at all. You know, like it won't add anything to these characters because obviously they won't ever have that one-on-one relationship or that conversation to kind of like get an understanding of where they come from. This is just information that the audience is going to know. And again, like it's not even very important information. Like, oh, cool, this person is, you know, Asta's mom. Like we could have gotten that from like a data book or something like that, or just the author statement or something like that. We didn't need it to be embedded into the story, and I feel like this plot hole was an unnecessary risk for the overall story because it's just like, why would you kind of play that line where you could have just given us that information anywhere? Like even on even on your social media account, like you could have just been like, hey, here's Asta's mom, instead of like having to having to forcibly inject it into the story. Like I just felt like it was a super unnecessary thing. But like yeah, I still loved the chapter. So Lebi and Asta, they're gonna still undergo training. The training is not finished, even though that the contract has been set. They have to fight the Vice Captain. A very simple chapter, not too much really happened and stuff like that. But again, like I do enjoy it though. Shit. There's one thing I did remember though. I remember me and my friend Dwight was talking about this, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do save Yami, Yami might end up making like Lebi a Black Bull, like just give him a robe. Because I just feel like that's just the theme of every person that we meet, or every person that they try to solidify a strong friendship with any member of the Black Bulls. Like Yami just somehow, some way pops up and was just like, yo, join the Black Bulls. And I'm just like, I always just find it so hilarious when Yami's just like, man, just join the Black Bulls. I wouldn't be surprised like Lebi ends up joining the Black Bulls though. That would just be hilarious, just super hilarious. Like he'll just be in the house, just like in his black robe, in his Black Bull robe. That's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, man, I thought the chapter was definitely okay. I think I said that 30 times, but the chapter was definitely okay. It was super fun. Like I said, I do enjoy Black Clover. I just felt like that whole mom thing, or this is definitely your son, was kind of just like, it was just unnecessarily forced for no reason. I didn't think it was something that needed to be injected into the story just to find out like who Asta's mom is. But yeah, that's enough on that. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely let me know what you guys thought about the actual chapter itself. Did you guys liked it? Did you guys thought more should have happened? Did you guys thought that the reveal, I gotta put up quotes by the way, but the reveal of Asta's mom was a very cool thing for you guys? Just let me know in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. You guys take care, and peace.